In a country facing an epidemic of diabetes and hypertension and obesity, we should all be eating more fresh fruit and vegetables. They're good for us. But the industry that brings us that good produce is facing two related challenges. First, according to the CDC, fresh produce is the leading source of foodborne illness in the United States. That should come as no surprise to any of you who've tried to buy romaine lettuce in the past couple of weeks. For growers and retailers, recalls are expensive in terms of legal liability, foregone sales, damaged brand reputation. Secondly, the produce industry has been plagued for decades by allegations of exploitation. Farm workers face low wages, exposure to hazardous pesticides, with limited legal protections. With an aging workforce and increased immigration enforcement, the produce industry is now facing a serious labor shortage. A decade ago, a strange bedfellow consortium of retailers, growers, consumer organizations, and farm worker unions came together to explore the potential for win-win solutions to these twin challenges. We created Equitable Food Initiative on the basis of a very simple insight. Farm workers who are trained and incentivized to identify threats to food safety at the point of production can significantly reduce the likelihood of foodborne illness and recalls. EFI developed strict labor and food safety standards to help farms that treat their workers well to distinguish themselves in the marketplace. Most important innovation was the creation of labor management continuous improvement teams on every farm we certify to address labor and food safety challenges as they arise and to verify ongoing compliance with our standards. Certification is valuable to retailers and consumers because it allows them to trust that the produce they buy was safely and ethically harvested. EFI helps growers to achieve both compliance and business performance goals, and in a tight labor market, they become the employer of choice. Farm workers gain valuable new skills, improved communication channels to management, and better working conditions. They also receive a wage bonus paid by participating retailers. This win-win opportunity was perfectly illustrated when Costco CEO Craig Jelinek visited an EFI farm to learn firsthand from workers about the extra measures that they take to keep Costco's produce safe. He understood immediately that worker engagement improves outcomes for all stakeholders in the produce industry. EFI's goal is to improve the wages and working conditions of hundreds of thousands of farm workers across the Americas. We're in dialogue with most of the major retailers in the country to help drive grower uptake. Costco and Whole Foods alone have already paid $6 million in farm worker bonuses. As we expand and prepare to scale and engage new companies, we always appreciate introductions to decision makers in the retail sector. And as the volume of EFI produce in the market increases, we could also use some help on how best to educate consumers about the meaning of our responsibly grown, farm worker assured label. And we hope that all of you will start to look for that label in your produce aisles as well. Thank you very much.